It's nice to see you all today. I am Karen, your nutritionist for Special Olympics, and we are getting together today to talk about the pomegranate. So if you're not familiar with the pomegranate, that's what I have in my hands. This is a deep reddish fruit. You can see it has this crown on top. The skin is a little leathery. It's kind of tough. It does really feel like leather. And pomegranates are edible. They've come to us originating in Iran and making its way through the Middle East and parts of Africa. It's a Mediterranean fruit. So when we talk about the Mediterranean diet,
because we are more than just witnesses to this ceremony.
Sorry, Karen, I accidentally muted you. Are you able to unmute?
Keyboard is helping me.
Sorry about that.
Okay. All right, we're going to start from the beginning. Hello, everyone. Athletes, it's so nice to see you. Today's segment is nutrition, and we are talking about the pomegranate. So what I'm holding in my hands for you all to see is a fresh pomegranate. Pomegranates come to us originating from Iran and making its way through the Middle East and the Mediterranean. And so if you are traveling to Italy or Spain, you will see that these grow naturally in their climate. So this pomegranate is fully ripe. Its skin is a little tough. It actually, it feels kind of like a softball. It's about as big as a softball. We do not eat the skin. It is too tough. Although there are lots of nutrients in it, we don't eat the skin. When I open this up, if you're unfamiliar with it, it is full of seeds. They're called arils, A-R-I-L-S, arils, and they look like little jewels. And we don't eat anything inside the pomegranate except for the seeds. And the seeds are really juicy. They have this little sac of juice around them, and then inside is a seed. So this is what it looks like. When you choose one in the grocery store, and they are in season from end of September through January, mostly October, November, December is when they'll be most popular, so right around the holidays. So this beautiful red color you may associate with the season. Red is a very popular color in December, so you'll remember that pomegranates are in season then. So when you choose your pomegranate, it should be heavy, it should be firm, it shouldn't have any mushy or dark off-color segments to it. And this one is really pretty fresh looking and pretty smooth. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this pomegranate open. And I will tell you that the deep red juice can stain your clothes. It's actually an original way of making clothing dye is from fruits and berries, and now we have more sophisticated measures, but way back when. So if you get the juice on you, it could cause a stain. So you might need to use a special stain remover. Having said that, you see I'm wearing an apron, so I don't get it all over my clothes. So we're going to cut this. I have a knife, and we're going to cut it in half. You hear that leathery sound? There we go. And look, the red seeds called arils are right there for you to see. So if you think about how we're going to eat these seeds, we need to take them out first because we can't really eat them from in here. And there's this white membrane, which is looking pink because I just cut the pomegranate juice through the pomegranate. But the way you get these seeds out is that you knock it on its head, basically. So I have a bowl, and you turn this over, and when you start knocking, seeds begin falling. And if you see, a bunch of my seeds have fallen out. So if you're having a day where you need to take out some frustration, you can just whack on a pomegranate. And I'm actually going to switch to this heavier spoon. This is working a little bit better. And you'll see my seeds are coming into the bowl. And it does make a big mess. And it does look like someone had an accident and there's a little bit of speckles of blood. Unfortunately, that's the juice. So we've pretty much seeded this half of the pomegranate. So I'm going to put him aside. And here we are. We're going to hit the seeds out from the pomegranate to get the other half. And a ripe pomegranate, those seeds do fall out pretty quickly. So that's really helpful. Sometimes this membrane here, I want to show you. It's pretty firm. You can hear me pull on it. And if you get some seeds stuck in there, it is firm. It feels kind of waxy, and we just pop out the rest of those seeds. Okay, so now we've seeded our pomegranate. All the seeds are out, and these are the portion of the arils. We eat these, but there are sometimes some membranes that come off with your seeds, and so you can take them out. Since we're working in our nutrition office today, we don't have any water here, but I will tell you a little secret. If you fill your bowl with water, these little membrane pieces that are kind of whitish pink from the juice, they will float, and you can use a slotted spoon to just skim the top to get your seeds free of these segments. So it's a little bit like the membrane of a grapefruit, and we want to take those out. So I'm going to just pick them out. There's only a few. I'm going to just pick them out by hand, and then we will have our pomegranate seeds. These really are little jewels. The color is beautiful. So now that we have our pomegranate seeds, there's a number of things we can do with them. And it is the holidays, so you will see a lot of pomegranate recipes. Usually at Special Olympics, when we talk about hydration and water, we like to add fruit to our water. I will tell you, if you add these pomegranate seeds, they are really going to impart a lot of flavor in your water. And so here is the little aril, and actually it's the shape of a piece of corn that comes off the cob. And if you can see, it's surrounded by this bright red garnet color, and that's the portion that you eat. So inside that little sack is a lot of juice, and there's also a seed. So when you get to the seed, it's crunchy. It's a little bit of a cross between a nut and the shell when you eat popcorn, because sometimes when you eat the popcorn, you get those little flecks of the hull from the corn. And so I think I've just about gotten all of my membrane out of here, and then we're going to take a look at this again. So here it is, it's stuck to the membrane. You just pop that seed off and pull these out. And as I said, if we had put this in a bowl of water, these pieces would float. And here we have it. Pieces in there, take those out. These arils are very nutritious. The deep red color gives us a lot of antioxidants. Those help to keep us healthy. They boost our immune system. They decrease our risk for cancer. These also have a lot of potassium. Potassium is one of those electrolytes we talk about because it's in Gatorade, and it's in a lot of fresh fruits like oranges and tomatoes. So we do need a little potassium in our body to keep our heart healthy. And so there we have all of our pomegranate seeds. And you can see how beautiful and red they are. As I said, we can add them to water to flavor our water. So you can use them in festive beverages during the holiday. Most of the time, these little seeds, they float. So if you put them in a little cocktail of orange juice and seltzer and a few pomegranate seeds, it makes a festive holiday beverage. You can add them to salads. You can put it in salsa. If you remember, we had made some homemade cranberry sauce back in November or late October. These can be added to your homemade cranberry sauce. It gives it a little bit of a crunch, but it also makes the sauce a little sweeter. So these are some uses for your pomegranate seeds. You can eat them just like this. They're juicy and they're crunchy. And they're a beautiful color. So they can be used in condiments, like if you want to dress up your baked fish or your chicken, you can put some pomegranates either in your salad or in your rice, or make a little salsa to put over your chicken. And it's very nutritious. So it's really a fun fruit to work with over the holidays. Okay, so we learned a little bit about the pomegranate today and how to eat it. Now we're going to open it up to some questions.
Thank you, Karen. So if anyone has any questions, it could be about the pomegranate or something else that you learned today. Feel free to unmute yourself, or you could type it in the chat.
So, you said pomegranates can put into salads?
Yes. So if you're making a salad, a dinner salad, you can use it in place of nuts. Or sometimes we make a salad, we might make a spinach salad, and we might put some berries like cranberries or strawberries or blueberries. Well, we could use pomegranate seeds in our salad. It really makes it pretty because they're bright red. I did put them in a blue bowl, so unfortunately you can't see how bright the red is against the blue. But it is really a pretty addition to your salad.
Okay.
Miss Karen, Karen, can you put like mixing strawberries and apples with salads in it?
Yes, you can use them in a fruit salad as well. And they're going to be really juicy. It's a little bit like a red grape. When you bite it, there's a squirt of juice. And then there's the crunch from the seed. So it's an excellent addition to a fruit salad.
Yeah, and also, can you put Italian dressing in it?
I don't know about that. I guess you could if you like a sweet and savory.
Also, you could mix up peppers and cucumbers if you like.
Sure.
So those are good for for fruit salads?
Yes, you can add it to fruit salad.
Wow.
Have you ever made a pomegranate soup before?
I have not made a if you do a pomegranate soup, it would be like a cold fruit soup. I think if you heat the pomegranate, the little sac would burst and you would not get the same juicy effect from the sac. So if you cook it and you heat it, it would burst and it would be kind of like putting nuts in your soup. But if you did a cold fruit soup, then you could add your pomegranate seeds as your last ingredients and eat that cold soup.
Rebecca had said in the chat that they have dressing made out of pomegranates. Jenny also commented that you can make a vinaigrette with them.
Yes, you can certainly put them in your vinaigrette and then pour it over your salad. So there are many uses. And a chutney, a fruit chutney.
That is all I had in the chat.
Okay.
Have any other questions? Can you guys give me a thumbs up if this is a food that you would try?
Yeah.
All right. Lots of thumbs up.
It's definitely worth a try. It's great flavor. It's sweet, and it's juicy. It's really refreshing.
Awesome. Well, if nobody else has any other questions, I will go ahead and give everyone today's code word. So today's code word is seed, S-E-E-D.